Ooh, we back with another one. What's going on, Spooky Gang? It's your boy Tech. We back with another one of them bangers. So shoot, we just gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Let's get it. Welcome back to Terror of Tech. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice, but the Rona done got me again. Yeah, man, so I'm sick, but y'all know that ain't gonna stop me from uploading that good content for my gang. So what we got today is a new segment that I created, which is horror takes that'll get you killed. Essentially, this is a play on essentially like an unpopular opinion. What's an opinion that most people disagree with, but it just feels real and true to you. So that's what this segment is all about. And the horror take that's probably going to end up getting me killed is Evil Dead, the 2013 remake, is better than the 1981 original. I already know by me starting off just like that, it already feels extremely sacrilegious. But this is genuinely how I feel, and we're gonna dive into why right now. So starting out looking at it, so you have the Evil Dead original drops in '81. It was a fresh take on like zombie horror and undead horror. It was directed by Sam Raimi. He's one of the better horror directors for sure. And he also had a little bit of involvement with Evil Dead 2013 as well. He just didn't direct it. Yeah, the Evil Dead original is a classic and should be respected as it is. But for me, I feel like Evil Dead 2013 did everything that you love about the original, but better. So like we can jump into characters, for instance. Now, I know, when you think of the characters, nothing for the most part is going to be able to top, Bruce Campbell playing Ash. So he's easily the, greatest character. So, I completely understand that. But when you look at these two movies outside of Bruce Campbell, I think that, Evil Dead, although, if we were being completely honest, neither one of them, I don't think they had the best character set or the best set of characters for either movie, to be honest. But I just think that the Evil Dead remake collection of characters is just a little bit better. And then if we're talking about the main character of the Evil Dead remake, I think Jane Levy as Mia is fantastic in the role. I really loved her role. And I really like the twist that they have in this movie in comparison to the original for the reason why they're even in the cabin out there in the woods. Jane Levy's character, Mia, she was trying to quit drugs. And so all of her friends, some of them estranged, she had her brother there. And all their relationships and dynamics are pretty interesting. They're not completely developed, but just them being there for that sole purpose, help her and make sure that she doesn't try to use or anything like that. Take her mind off it and just quit it cold turkey. And then just overall her acting, and you just that one scene where she's in the room with her brother David.
You have to get me out of here.
So boom, you got that. And then if we move on to the Necronomicon, which is also referred to as the Book of the Dead, which essentially is the book that they read. Why would you read that? I have no idea. But so with this movie, in this version of the Necronomicon, I like a lot of the aspects and the different stages and things that they had to deal with based on this new Necronomicon. Boiling hot water on the skin, and you have cutting around or like cutting your face off or cutting through the face. Then you have and then towards the end, once all of the souls are taken, then the sky will rain blood. I love that little twist on everything, and it looks super dope at the end. Which also kind of leads me into the next part, which is talking about the Deadite scene, Olivia scene, and then Eric has to smash her head with the toilet, and then just Mia looking so creepy underneath the basement. Looks much better than the original, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, like the original looks great for its time, for sure, in some of those aspects, but not all of it aged very well. Natalie in the gun scene, which was really good. Even before when she had to cut off her arm with the electric knife, You know, this is just these two movies in general are an absolute gore fest for anybody that loves gore. But this movie, I just feel, just modernizes everything, and I just think that it was just very visually pleasing, and they did a really good job in that aspect. Continuing on with the Dead Eyes, at the very end, once you know the sky does rain blood, then comes the abomination. And the abomination was cool to see. I love how they made the abomination look like Mia. You know, as creepy as it is, it's just cool seeing like an abomination version of yourself. And then so you just have that whole final showdown, and then you get the infamous line from Mia.
Face on this motherfucker!
So yeah, spooky brothers and sisters. You know, I think the Evil Dead original really set the template for, you know, a lot of horror movies, especially Evil Dead the remake. So for sure, we'll be giving it its flowers. But when I just think of everything that they executed and how they executed it in the Evil Dead remake, I just feel like they took everything up a notch, and that's why, honestly, when we think about that franchise, you got Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. I mean, if you Ash versus the Evil Dead and all that stuff, I still think, you know, and then Evil Dead Rise. I still think the Evil Dead 2013 remake is the best out of all of them. And then probably following up that with the original. So everybody, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below, one, which of these two do you think is better? And also, I mean, if you happen to have any unpopular horror opinions or horror opinions that'll get you killed, go ahead and drop those down below, and I'll get with y'all next time. Stay spooky.